This is going to be a rant, but I'm going to talk about this particular subject, and it's called living life. And like I said before, this is for me. I do this for therapeutic reasons. If you don't like it, get the fuck off my channel. Go to another video. I do this for me. Now back to the subject at hand. Back to the subject at hand. Now, I want to talk about this whole concept of living life. Now, what is living life? I had a couple of people that'll argue with me about certain things, and they would say that, man, you don't know anything about life. You haven't lived life. And I asked them, what is living life? What is it? And some of them, they'll give me some lame ass explanations about it. And then you have others, they can't really tell me at all. And some of the lame ass explanations is like, going out, partying, what I'm saying, drinking and all that, smoking, making friends and all that shit. And I said, okay, I see what you're coming from, but that's not entirely living life. Living life is all about, in my honest opinion, like I said, living life, in my honest opinion, from my viewpoint, is more than just partying and drinking and socializing. It is more than just doing drugs. It's all about traveling to different parts of the world. It's all about studying new concepts. And for the most part, living life is all about knowing who you are as a human being. That's what living life is, man. Without knowing who the hell you are, what the hell do you know? And when it comes to these people talking about, oh, you don't know nothing, you haven't lived life. Yeah, I haven't lived your particular lifestyle. Hell no. I haven't lived your lifestyle. But there are different lifestyles out here. And as far as y'all telling me that I haven't lived life, just because I'm not a party person, just because I wasn't out there drinking, doing drugs and all that shit, that doesn't equate to me that I haven't lived life. It's just that I have a different lifestyle. That's all what it is. That's all what it is. And for the record, don't like their lifestyles is not better than anybody else's. It's just that people have different outlets when it comes to living life. And to tell you the truth, that type of outlet, drinking heavily and doing hard drugs, that's a dead end. Because a lot of these same people that was out there doing drugs, man, and drinking and all that shit, a lot of these motherfuckers, man, they end up in the hospital. They end up in the hospital and they look so fucking old. They look old because of their party ways of their 20s. Their partying ways, their party ways have caught up to them in their later years. And now some of these dudes got motherfucking pregnant bellies because of all of the drinking that they was doing. And there was one particular person I knew that have a heart problem. They have a heart problem because all of the smoking they was doing, all the drinking, and even the drugs. And I ain't talking about weed either. I'm talking about those hard drugs. But they want to complain and talk about me and ignore me because I haven't so-called lived life. And for the record, if they ignore me, so be it. I just leave those motherfuckers alone. Let them be. To any motherfucker that just want to ignore you and all that stuff, let those motherfuckers be. And let them learn the hard way. Because I guarantee you, the people who avoided all those pitfalls and traps that was laid in the world, I guarantee you, those same people who avoided those pitfalls and traps, they're going to live a long life because they listen. And the people who fall into those pitfalls and traps, a lot of times they don't make it. Some do, but a lot of those motherfuckers ain't gonna make it. They either die or go to jail. That's about it. They either be dead or they go to jail for long periods of time. But overall, a lot of those motherfuckers who don't listen, they pay a heavy price. They pay a heavy motherfucking price in the end. And the ones that do listen and who avoid the pitfalls and traps that was laid out in this world, they're gonna live a long life. And when it comes to me, I avoided those pitfalls and traps. I avoided them. And I'm glad I did because I don't want to end up in jail. And also number two, I don't want to die a young death. I don't want to die young. I mean, I didn't want to die young, man. Hell no. So I'm glad I did. But as far as the people that tell me and others, oh, you haven't lived life. And I said to myself, what is living life? And like I said before, they give me some lame, like some bitch ass excuses, and then I realized it's all bullshit. And then you got, in some cases, for the most part, they can't explain it to me because even they don't know what the fuck is living life is all about. Like, what the fuck, man? What is living life? Everybody have their own ways of living, whether it's big or small. You know, it always confused me, man. They really do. And those same people, and the same people who would tell me that, oh, you haven't lived life, you don't know what you're talking about. Those are the ones that are ignorant. They think they know it all, but they really don't. They don't have enough life experience. You want to know why? Because they refuse to seek help. They refuse to listen. They refuse to learn from their past mistakes. Listen, we're all human beings and we're all adults. We're going to do what the fuck we want to do. That's number one. We're going to do what the fuck we want to do. We're all going to do what the fuck we want to do. That's number one. But if you want to rectify your mistake, if you want to do better, you're going to have to learn from your mistakes and do better. You're going to have to learn from your mistakes and don't do it again. Just do better and be better. Because if you keep on doing the same old negative thing, I think that's called insanity. That's insanity. You know what I'm saying? You're doing the same thing, but you expect different results. That is insanity. You have to get out of that mindset. But as far as, like I said before, going back to what people say that, oh, you haven't lived life and all that stuff, they can't really explain to me what is living life. A lot of these motherfuckers are ignorant and arrogant, but for the most part, they're arrogant. But then I realized when my colleague, my old friend told me, the main reason why people are arrogant is because of their ignorance. And that is so damn true. And ignorant means you don't know. It sounds like an ugly, messed up word, but it's true though. Ignorant means you don't know. But what grinds my gears is people who are ignorant. Ignorant. Ignorant means you don't want to know. And when it comes to those people that don't want to know, do not bitch, do not complain when things don't go your way because you refuse to accept the help. You refuse to learn from your mistakes. And those ignorant motherfuckers, man, I'm gonna be real with you. You need to throw those people by the wayside because they're not going to learn. They refuse to learn. They refuse to grow and do better because they're ignorant. So I don't, you know what I'm saying? I see it. When it comes to the ignorance, that means you don't know. Hell, even I'm ignorant to some degree when it comes to certain things that I don't know. But at least I have the wherewithal to listen. At least I have the wherewithal to say, hey, I messed up. I'm sorry. You know, I would like to learn. Correct me, please. Correct me. You know what I'm saying? Give me correction. So in that way, I can pick up the pieces and keep it moving so I can do better in my life. You know what I'm saying, man? You know, all these people, man, all these humans, man, want to talk about, oh, you haven't learned life, you don't go outside and all that stuff. I'm like, motherfucker, number one, you don't know what the fuck I do. And also, too, how can you tell a person that lives life or not? You can't really tell. Just like you can't tell if a person is a virgin or not. For the most part, you can't tell if an individual is a virgin or not because I've seen people who look like nerds and dorks, but guess what? Those motherfuckers was pounding, you know, I'm talking about the guys. You know, I've seen guys who were nerds and dorks on the outside, you know, it's on the outside, but in reality, those motherfuckers was pounding females left and right. And then I see some dudes who were, no homo, but they was handsome, you know what I'm saying? They had built bodies, you know what I'm saying? They had a handsome look. But overall, the motherfuckers couldn't get females because they were shy. They didn't know how to talk to them. And these are pretty boy, not pretty boy, but handsome, muscle-bound dudes. They got something going for themselves. But when it comes to women, they have no experience because they're very shy. And they don't know how to talk to women. They, you know what I'm saying? They have no social awareness. They don't know anything about social cues. So you get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? See, there's different dynamics when it comes to people. You can't judge a book by its cover, and you can't judge a book by its cover. So how can you tell when a person? How can you tell when a person that lives life or not by just looking at them? No, you have to talk to that person. You have to talk to that person and really observe and see if they know some things or not. You can't just tell automatically and say, "Oh, that person be in the house all the time because he or she doesn't know anything about life." No, you have to converse with that person. You have to observe that person. You know what I'm saying? You got to have a conversation and also you got to have a conversation and observe that person to know, if that person is more worldly than you know. You have to see if that person is more worldly. You get what I'm saying? You can't just judge a book by its cover and say that, oh, he's this or she's this, or he's this and he's that or whatever. No, you can't just do that. You can't do that. No. For the most part, you can't do it. You have to at least talk to that person and observe that person. But that's all I gotta say about that, man. Sure, that's all I gotta say. I'm just tired of all these humans, man. I'm just tired of people in general wanna, you know, listen, man. We all judge. We all judge. But to say to a person that, oh, this person hasn't lived life, just by looking at that person, but you never converse with that person. Hell, you never even talk to that person. You just go on by judging a book by its cover, but you never took the initiation to talk to that person. See, a lot of people are some fucking fools, man. And you know what? Let those motherfuckers be fools because it's none of these. Because number one, it's nobody business what y'all do. Whatever you're doing this well, man, for the most part, it's nobody's business. You do what makes you happy. You know what I'm saying? If it makes you happy, and also if it gives you a peace of mind, then go for it. Enjoy it. Don't let these motherfuckers pull you down to their level. Enjoy your life. Because I realize, man, tomorrow is not promised. Tomorrow is not promised. You'll be here one day, but the next day you'll be gone. That's how life is. Life is so fucking random, and it's so fucking random. It's just so fucking random, man. And it's unpredictable. It's so fucking unpredictable. Enjoy your life while you're here, people. Don't listen to these naysayers, man. Let them hate. Let them hate. And the main reason why they don't, and the main reason why they're saying that shit to you and to me is because they don't know you and they don't know me. That's why they hate me. The main reason why they say that, oh, you haven't lived life is because number one, they don't know you, and number two, they're hating. That's all. And that's all I gotta say about that, man. That's all I gotta say. So yeah, man. So I thank you so much and have a good day.